WNBA action on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the New York Liberty as they play against the Las Vegas Aces. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. WNBA Finals Game 2. Our best-of-5 format tonight is a monster game. Can they even this series up?
They better hope so. If you fall behind 2-0 to this team, it's serious trouble. So this is obviously a must-win game.
And Brian, their coaches told us they're going to drive home the effort message. With it all out there, we've been playing basketball for a long time this season. Find some reserves, find a little bit left in the tank, aim to tie this series up 1-1.
Shot clock at 2. Clark outside, pass to Atkins. Stewart with the screen, fires from deep, and it's Atkins missing. Here's McDonald. Here's Hahn. Over McCowan. Hahn, no good. First quarter play, 1 minute played. Now Sims. Outside Atkins. Stewart. Shoots over McDonald. The Aces with another miss. Diana Taurasi on the wing, defended by Atkins. Launches a 3. Here's Ogumake, and no good. The Aces go the other way with it. Outside Stewart. Yes, great play by Odyssey Sims to set it up.
Fundamental hoops from Odyssey Sims, making sure to get it to the uncovered teammate.
Outside McDonald. Pass to Hahn. And there's a foul. It'll go on Clark. That is our first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Ogumake outside. Reiner. McCowan defending. 5 on the clock. Here's McDonald.
After the first 3 misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they just still can't connect.
And that one's good. On.
Oh, they needed that one. Their first make in 5 attempts to start this game.
Pass to Clark. 3-pointer. New York with the rebound.
And now they're 1 for 5 to start this game. Having trouble getting it going.
And here's McDonald. Ogumake outside. Reiner. Over McCowan. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Outside Sims. Out to the wing. Laid in with a nice touch up the glass.
A notable finisher around the rim. Sims doesn't want any weak spots in her game, and I admire that.
Now here's McDonald. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And out of bounds, the Aces will take it. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Outside Atkins. Back to Sims. From outside the arc. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound. New York trailing here. Rossi outside. Ogumake outside. Over Stewart. Diana Taurasi on the wing. 5 to shoot. From 11 feet away. Tries again. And there's a nice layup by Griner.
Because of Griner's effort and enthusiasm on the boards, she's able to create second-chance buckets for her team.
Outside Atkins. Back to Sims. Shoots over McDonald. Again, Odyssey Sims missing.
That he should be thanking her for that miss.
Rossi outside. Nails the wide open jump shot. And here is Sims. Outside Atkins. Back to Sims. Pass to Stewart. Unloads from 13 feet. And it's good for 2.
Countless hours in the gym have enabled Deanna Stewart to hit mid-range shots like that. What a hard worker.
Now Griner. Ogumake. She's covered by Clark. Back to Griner. For McCowan. Griner misses.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Now here is Sims. Pass to Stewart. 6 to shoot from 11 feet away. The rebound by the Liberty.
Well, you have to like the work of the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. Kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom.
Here's McDonald. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots.
It's so difficult trying to guard Griner without fouling, especially when she's aggressively looking to score.
This is her first opportunity at the line this evening.
Really, the moment Brittany Griner steps on the floor, she's impacting the game because as an opponent, you have to react to her physical abilities as well as her skill and her touch as a scorer.
And so she hits both. Now here is Canada. Johnson sets a screen. Canada with it. Coffee covering. Shot by Canada, no good. New York leading. Outside McDonald. Over to the left wing. Screen by Griner. To Coffee, puts up a 3. The shot that time not on target. Mabry with it. From downtown, off to a good start as she hits her first shot.
Extremely confident at the arc. Mabry knows she has the skill to knock these shots down.
Coffee outside. Plays on to the paint. Coffee outside. Takes the 3. That's a miss. Her second after 2 shots. Outside Mabry. All on with the steal. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the wing. Here's Blazons. They grab their own miss. She muscles it in through the contact. They called a foul, and she's on her way to the line.
That's the kind of physicality coaches love to see. Griner shows the ability to convert through contact.
And this is her second trip to the line in the game. Vegas trailing. Pass to Johnson. Back to Canada. Inside. Avery. And it's good. Caught through the contact. Hit the shot. And still go to the line.
Every single team in this league wants a Marina Mabrey. She's got a tremendous three-point shot, and Marina, a great teammate as well.
Pass to Shepard. Now here's Alamon. Guarded by Canada. Shepard the screen. Clock at 6. Rossi right side. The 3. Unable to get that one to go. So Las Vegas will take it the other way.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Johnson outside. Nailed from three-point land.
You give so much credit to Johnson, more than a capable shooter. She's improved in this category of her skill.
Pass to Shepard. Back to Taurasi. Here's Alamon from deep. Drills it from outside.
Some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Johnson outside. Back to Canada. Johnson. Pass to Turner. Outside Mabrey. Misses the 3. New York trailing here. And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Alamon. Here's Taurasi. Mabrey covering. Foul call that time on the way up.
Never the tallest player on the floor, Taurasi uses her experience to go inside and get to the charity stripe.
That's her first trip to the line. Could give them the lead.
You'd be hard-pressed to find a more self-motivated player than Diana Taurasi. For all she's achieved in the game, she never stops improving.
And that one drops, so they lead by 1. Canada looking for a first basket still in this one. Here's Stewart. Makes it off the glass.
What a superb pass from Jordan Canada. When she notices someone's open, she makes sure they get the ball.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Spaces ahead, leading by a point. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
The difference is the bench play of these teams.
Their subs have really packed a punch for them.
Pass to Hahn. Now here's McDonald. Shot clock at 5. Buries the 20-footer.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to see?
I don't know, but I'm willing to bet it's more than a few.
Now Mabry, guarded by McDonald. Pass to Atkins. From about 16, the basket good off the assist from Marina Mabry.
Well, for an accurate shooter like Atkins, the mid-range can look effortless, but that's just because she's that good at shooting the ball.
Fast break, Las Vegas. Here's Canada. That's tipped. And here's Shepard. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. One up, one down. 2 points with her first shot in this game.
Well, that's a tough shot by Jessica Shepard. You got to give her credit for staying focused right there.
Pass to Mabry. Shoots over McDonald. On grabs the miss. New York leading. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And here's McDonald. Again, the Liberty good for 2.
They're doing much better now. In the first quarter, they converted less than 30% of their field goals, but they bounced back here in the second.
Outside Atkins. Outside Mabry. From past the arc. New York with the rebound. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Both teams will make substitutions. Pass to Atkins. Good on the three-point shot.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
On a screen. Faked in off the glass.
With the size advantage as big as it was right there, that's exactly what she should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
Nice take, staying aggressive with this game still very much up in the air.
Now here's Turner. Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game. And it's Atkins missing.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game.
Here's Alemán. Pass to Hahn. Over McCowan. And the Liberty getting another bucket right there.
Easy little jump shot for her there, guys.
Timeout called the Aces.
I think the coach has to be frustrated by their lack of production offensively. And I can't blame them. They're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
And it's at the point where this slump is going to take a mental toll.
Substitution in the court.
The Aces trailing. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter play. Left side Sims. Shoots over Alemán. And too long on the shot. Now here's McDonald. Mabry covering. And the basket is good.
Elite when it comes to leaping. McDonald can more than handle herself down low.
Outside Sims. Here's Ariel Atkins outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing on a few chances that they had earlier.
Now here's Alemán. Pass to Hahn. McDonald. Reiner with the ball. McCowan defending. Bader on the way. The rebound by Sims. Now the Aces with it. It's a three-point game. Clark outside. Here's Atkins. Launches it. Another shot, and it's Sims getting it to go.
Doesn't have the most height, but Sims certainly plays with a lot of heart. And that goes a long way in helping her reel in rebounds.
Now here's Alaman. On a screen. Ogumake with the ball. And Clark picks her up defensively. Pass to McDonald. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
She's coming to life after a slow start in the first quarter.
And here are the Aces now. They trail by 3. Outside Sims. Here's Ariel Atkins outside. Ariel Atkins can't get that one to fall.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Now here's Alaman. Pass to Ogumake. Over Atkins. And it's Ogumake missing. Sims with it. The shot, no good. So New York will take it the other way. Ogumake outside. Here's Sims. To the middle. Now Clark. Outside Atkins. The shot's good. Alicia Clark making the play. And it's a tie ball game.
Things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but she's hit 3 triples in the second.
And here's McDonald. 8 points for her. Alema. Back to McDonald. Past Alema. Beyond the arc. Here's Hahn. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a 3-point play. Well, Liberty making a switch here.
1 second.
Sims. Pass to Stewart for 3. And the Aces, another 3.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range. They're starting to heat up.
The defense is stepped slow. They've got to take away that airspace.
Now here's Taurasi. Baseline J on the way. Misses for the 5th time this game. Marker as 1 for 6. Sims with it. Pass to Atkins. Fires the 3. Yes. Great play by Odyssey Sims to set it up.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the 3-pointers they're allowing.
I don't know. I mean, there might be more defense in warm-ups. They need to close down on these 3s.
Now here's Coffey. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Griner misses. The Aces leading. Pass to Sims. Now Atkins. Johnson. Back to Atkins. Stewart. She's covered by Taurasi. Clock at 4. And that one's good. Stewart.
Well, you gotta like her shot selection today. She set the bar for the rest of the team.
Alaman with it. Pass to Taurasi. Screen by Griner. Now here's Coffey. Looking to end the run. McCowan with the rebound. And they have certainly been looking looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Outside set. Atkins with it. Fires at the elbow. That one off the back iron and out. And we'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Gotta time up the clock to do that.
Here's Olimar. Coffee outside. Pass to Griner. That's good, and it's Mia Coffee with the assist.
After starting the game off pretty slow, they've really come to life here.
Yeah, they're putting it together, still trailing though, but their offense, it's gaining some traction.
Now here is Sims. Pass to Stewart. The shot from the low post is good.
At 6'4", with her abilities, it's almost impossible to stop Stewart down low.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Aces ahead, up 5. Start of the second half, neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. One of the stories here, Atkins getting it done today.
And those threes have been dropping for her. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, this could not have been a more productive day for her from long range.
Outside McDonald. Tarasi.
To play rough and rugged. Griner shows the ability to power through contact.
Outside set. Atkins. From outside, off the mark. Rossi outside. Over Atkins. That shot by Tarasi, no good. Now the Aces with it. 3-point lead. Pass to Atkins. And here is Stewart. Now Sims. There's the 3. Brings it from beyond the arc.
A confidence builder for sure. When Odyssey Sims is knocking down the triple, it unleashes the rest of her offense.
Now McDonald. She's got 8. Ogumake outside. Outside McDonald. Back to Ogumake. Let's go with a 3. Here's Hahn. That one is good. She has missed only 1 of her 6 shots from the floor.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
Pass to Atkins. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so it's going to go on Brittany Griner. This is her first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Well, when I saw Atkins reach the WNBA Finals in just her first season, I really realized that she's got a bright future in this league.
she gets them both. New York trailing here. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to plays on. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Now Stewart. And so she earns a trip to the line. The official saw the contact and showed two.
Fouled on that play, but Stewart isn't worried. She's tough and relishes any chance she can get to score some points.
And she makes the first.
One of the game's best players. Stewart is the type of player you build your franchise around.
And good on both. And here's Taurasi. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to McDonald. And here's Griner, defended by Turner. And it's New York with another.
The combination of a long frame and a unique skill set make Griner such a tough cover for opponents.
Here's Atkins. Fires for three. Fails to score there. She has made 5 of 12 to this point. Outside McDonald. Shot off that time. Some solid defense from Brianna Stewart. Pass to Atkins. Back to Canada. Stewart. Now Clark. 6 on the shot clock. And another miss by Las Vegas. Now here's Taurasi. She's covered closely. Inside. Griner, shot is good.
Yeah, that's a high IQ pass by Taurasi to the wide open shooter. She's got a great sense of where to send the ball.
Right side, Canada. Ball's knocked loose. A steal by McDonald. Taurasi with it. Picked up by Canada. Outside, McDonald. Back to Taurasi for the lead. Gets it to go from downtown.
She has such a quick release. It's one of the reasons Taurasi has torched the WNBA for over a decade.
And the Aces call time here. Aces trailing. Outside Canada. Knocks it loose. A steal by McDonald. Ogumake outside.
Yeah, I know.
Pass to McDonald. Now here's Taurasi. That's good, and it's Harry McDonald with the assist.
They're in great position thanks to their accurate three-point shooting.
You got that right, Tim, and you don't usually get too many of those things right. But look, they're just lighting it up for beyond the arc this half.
Come on, man.
Inside. He's covered by Taurasi. Hits it and gets half. That's a three-point play opportunity.
I tell you, plays like that really show you why Stewart is regarded as one of the most lethal scorers in the league. She is
You have to be good at the game.
On offense, here's the Liberty. It's a one-point game. Now here's Alaman. Back to Taurasi for three.
No, it's just KK.
And
But it still does
the
hurt.
Aces will take it.
Run! Thank you.
Good motion on offense. Nice assist.
When everybody's involved,
I genuinely thought this was a band
in a way helping you defensively too.
Back to Canada. Mabry. The Aces with another miss. Up top to Rossi. Mabry.
Hey, I was told to join this code for scrim.
Pass to plays on. Sinks that one from the post.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you
Bro,
have
I'm
to
not
fight
dumb.
over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
And here's Mabry.
What code should I join for free shiny rocks?
Stewart with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Shepard. Stewart misses. New York leading.
Hey, I'm betting you guys didn't know telling somebody to join
10 points for her.
that code is hate
Shoots
speech.
the 3. That one is off.
If only she can improve on what's been a shaky day for her, they could really stretch this lead out, don't you think?
Canada with the bucket.
Fantastic use of the floater. Canada is a smaller guard, so the cheap drop is a big shot.
That's why we understood it.
Passed on them off. Shepard. Coffee outside. Here's to Rossi. Here's the 3. That's good, and it's Nia Coffee with the assist.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
New Caves is not as good as the old Caves. Old Caves is
Now here's Johnson.
old Caves is better. Old Caves is better in every way. Old Caves was actually perfect in that way.
And that one's good. Marina Mabry for 3.
Great play by Mabry. What an answer from beyond the arc.
Timeout called to Liberty.
Hey, if you guys want to do something, join the first level in the game. Hey, if you actually want to do scrims, come to computers. Right, I'm gonna get one.
Coffee outside. And there's the 3-second violation.
Sometimes the intensity of a close game can lead to bonehead plays like that one, guys.
Hey, if you want to do scrims, you gotta if you want to do scrims, you gotta computer.
Back to Canada.
It's basically scrimmage.
Johnson outside for the lead. Rebound New York. Here's Shepard. Pass to Coffee. From the arc. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Confident stroke
If you
from
want to do
downtown.
scrims, come
Ian
to
Coffee can
computer.
really hit those.
And it's the Aces with the ball. Outside Stewart. Brianna Stewart draws the double. Now here's Mabry. She's guarded by Shepard.
Hey, if you want to do scrims, go to computer.
Clock at 6. Free throw line jumper. And
Hey,
another
you
miss
want
by
this
Las
script?
Vegas. Now Lamar. It's Nia Coffee on the wing. And again, it's the
Bro,
Liberty
if you're
from
trying to
deep.
play mini games,
These
go to
defenders
computer.
are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Pass to Mabry. Lets it go from deep.
I'm not scared. I'm
Pulls
just
it in.
funny.
And here's Shepard.
Wait, 2 people
Now
first.
Coffee. The 3 is up. It's good from long range.
That's a nice bucket.
I have a bunch of people
Really
that
playing intelligently.
They really are, and even though it's not a huge lead they've got, they're definitely in charge.
Kind of get that feeling, Brian, that team is playing so well.
Pass to Stewart.
Well, what's the code? Actually, no.
Will it go? She watches it go through the hoop for her 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
An emphatic three-point answer from Stewart, refusing to let the opposing team own the arc.
Now here's Alaman. Guarded by
You're
Campbell.
not using it.
Pass to Shepard. Plays on. Here's Hahn. Defended by Stewart. Hahn, no good.
And
Hey guys, there's another person who wants to be
especially
first.
with the defender not in the best of positions.
The third quarter comes to a close.
Can have two traders cleaning habits, so I just found a
And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us.
Great.
Hey guys,
Set
join.
for the fourth quarter.
If you're in here for scrims, which all of you should be, join club TRH35. Yeah, I met somebody else who wanted to do
Well,
this,
this
and he already had a lot
what
of
being on the same page looks like. Fantastic feed and a heads-up play all around.
And how can you not be a fan of a sequence like that? This is what beautiful basketball is all about.
Yeah, unselfishness, just wonderful stuff.
And the final period of play just about to get started here. Now here's Sims. And it's Alaman with the rebound.
They hold a huge advantage on the boards.
Yeah, they've really dominated the glass, and that's been the key to this lead.
Pass to Griner. Just 5 on the clock. Yep, that one goes.
With all the shots this offense has drained here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark. And I'm not that good at math, but I know that's a good mark to be at.
Anytime you make more than you miss, Brian, it certainly is good, and any team in the league will take that. Excellent.
Johnson can't get it to go. Passed on Alaman. Outside. Now Griner. McCowan defending. Gotta see Sims for 3. And another miss by Las Vegas. Alaman with it. She's covered by Sims. Final quarter play, about a minute and a half off the clock in it. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Atkins. Back to Sims. From 13, chuck up 2 right there.
The in-between space. Sims utilizes it quite well. She attempts lots of two-point jumpers. We just don't see much anymore.
And here's Griner. McKay outside. Back to Griner. Shot clock at 5. McCowan with the rebound. The Ace is trailing. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. There's a screen by McCowan. Sims lets the 3 fly. Gumake with the rebound. Pass to McDonald. Griner. Gumake outside. Back to Griner. McCowan. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Heads up by Agumake to find her teammate. She draws so much attention. It can lead to easy buckets for others.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Pass to Atkins. The 3-ball. Rebound New York. Coffee outside.
Yeah, I think he's
Stolen by Alicia Clark.
behind me.
Sims with it.
Yeah. Oh no, he's on the back wall.
Ariel
He's on the
Atkins on the wing. She's covered by Taurasi.
Yeah, he's probably on the back.
Now here is Sims. D right on her.
I don't see him
Stolen by Harry
anymore.
McDonald.
He might be on Halsey.
Pass to Agumake.
No, he's not.
Goes back up.
He's not a camp player.
Work defensively by Tierra McCowan.
Well, thus far they managed to overcome an
Hey.
offensively.
Now Johnson.
He's heading to Halsey. He's heading to Halsey.
Here's Atkins. Takes the 3. Drills the 3.
Maybe that's a lot of
Another
money that you're
And
chasing.
the D hoping they don't feed up them out there like they did in the first half.
Yeah, I think he's pretty close to me.
Outside McDonald.
I'm pretty sure he has one close. I think he's looking. Oh no, he might be in treehouse.
Excellent D there from Ariel
I don't know
Atkins.
where his last guy is. Bro, he might be in treehouse, dude.
Sims with it.
No,
Johnson
bro,
the screen.
he might be in cave.
Second chance shot.
He's probably in cave.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And when you talk about McCowan, you start with her rebound.
Bro, he's
Then
not
you look
wrong.
at advanced board net tricks, those advanced rebound numbers during her rookie year.
Bro, yeah, Pink's tag. Pink's tag. He's just a different color bottom monkey.
Back
He
to
got
Taurasi.
bullied for
6 to shoot.
you guys are starting to see it.
The baseline J. Las Vegas grabs the miss. And they're right on the brink of taking the lead.
Oh yeah, he went back in time and now he's in present better kid. Which is no DJ.
Now here is Sims. Defense is right there.
He's not, he doesn't have no pick.
Outside for Sims.
Like he might be a comp player, but he's definitely not pick.
Up again. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance point.
Way to go after it. Pursue that pump kid. She didn't get
Hey, who tagged the final guy? Where was the final guy?
Liberty.
I think there's a monster in here.
So both teams changing it up here. New York leading. Rossi outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Ace's ball.
Hey, I'm gonna tag you.
Sims with it. Knocked loose.
He's on Stevie I, guys. Record him.
Here's McDonald.
No, I'm trying to. No, there's another kid who's
Back to Griner. Over Stewart. Griner's shot is off. Now Stewart. Pass to Sims.
Oh my gosh, he's running.
Clark with it. To tie it up. The rebound.
I was
by Naomi
joking.
Wickett.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
Now Hahn.
Hey, you can? What are you talking about?
Back to McDonald. To end the drought. Rebound by the Aces.
About 90% of waters are on Stevie. Here,
Lots
guys.
of contact there.
What?
Missing the shot and will shoot two at the line.
Are you on Stevie I? You're on Stevie I. I'm reporting you for cancel.
Position. I think it's Atkins' style and finesse that always keeps defenders defenders guessing.
But, Grant, I'm going to report you for cancel since my arm hurts. I'm reporting you for cancel since my arm hurts.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
Oh no. Are you saying I can't even vert backwards? I want to see you vert backwards.
And it's tied up with that one.
Doing a much better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Remember, she didn't get there once in the first.
New York calls timeout. One of the stories here, Atkins getting it done today.
She's been attacking the rim with force. They need to deny her the ball in the paint. Keep her away from the bucket.
Bro, I don't even have a Discord. So I can't even do Discord. But I don't know how many clans in general. It's TTT big.
Pass to Griner. Down low. 6 on the shot clock. Now on. Over Stewart. And that one's good. On. And here are the Aces now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Can I have a high five for dragging you?
Sims with it. Guarded now by Hahn. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2.
And for a
Hey, I want my revenge
goes
shot.
up with confidence inside, which in turn draws the contact.
At the line for 2.
Yeah, I want my revenge tag. Come here, man.
And the first one at the line is good.
The versatility of Sims is what stands out the most. She's a fantastic
I
guard,
am
and
the best in your
it's
life.
a reason why she's such an important player for this team.
I have finger painter badge. You want to see my finger painter badge? Like,
She hits both from the strike.
She's got ice water in her veins, guys. No way she's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance.
bro, look at my finger painter.
Rossi outside. Pass to Griner.
Bro, Brian, he's my
Cowan.
that's not quite accurate.
A second chance effort. And she was fouled on the way
I
out.
know, I told you I had finger painter.
It's going to go on to Sierra.
Yeah.
A veteran of this league.
Bro, look at my finger painter badge.
To hit before
Bro, look at
shots.
that.
At the line for 2.
Yeah, I know.
So she goes 2 for 2 at the
Bro,
line.
I have finger painter.
And
Look
it's
at
a
this.
2-point ball game.
Clutch free throws, guys. This one's a barn burner.
Pass to Stewart. Over Hahn. And that one's good. Stewart.
Another reason Stewart is all world. She has a sense for when to pour in baskets, understands game situations.
And here is Alemão. And here's Griner.
There's another pink hat you have competition.
Again, missed by Brittany Griner. And it's the
Hey, I tell you
Aces
what.
ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Stewart. Yes. Great play by Odyssey Sims to set it up.
Another high-scoring night for Stewart between her
You
skills.
think that you have enough? There's another pink hat.
It was like she was engineered to get buckets in this league.
Here's Griner. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
Great idea getting it to Griner in this huge spot. She's played in so many big games. Nothing startles her.
Outside Stewart. Hahn grabs the miss. Now here's Alemão. Hahn. Here's to Rossi. Atkins grabs the board.
Switching baskets must have really thrown her off because she can't get anything to fall this half. Courageous in the clutch. I don't think Stewart
Good job, Michael Clark.
On with it. To the paint. Reiner. Money! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Clutch. All her life, Reiner's been leaned on to make the big shots. There's another.
Now a timeout called by Las Vegas.
Bro, how are you still alive, King?
Seven-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Stewart. For Hahn. Stewart can't hit. New York calls timeout. Possession with time ticking down.
They want to put themselves in front right here.
Here's Owen. Inside. Reiner. Oh! And the Aces call time here.
Tag him.
See Sims for three. Oh,